You do have to make an adjustment going into A Quiet Place as a filmgoer, unless of course you're still regularly watching movies from the silent era. I didn't know too much about the movie, and around 10 minutes in it became abundantly clear that there was going to be very few words exchanged in the film. It seems that the world has become ridden with these Lovecraftian-esque creatures who have become the dominant species in the world. They are blind, primarily hunting through sound, meaning our protagonists, a family consisting of a father, mother, two sons and a daughter, have to live their lives in entire silence. A simple cough or dropping your glass on the floor and it could be curtains for you, as it's likely a nearby monster will be alerted. The family isn't the smartest, they do often make some dumb decisions, but at the end of the day it does make them relatable. Of course, it takes a little getting used to seeing characters live without the use of one of the five senses, but it really doesn't pose a problem for the film at all. In fact, the lack of dialogue means we get no exposition, fattening the runtime needlessly. There is nothing wasted in the 1 hour 30 minutes. The whole movie just whizzes past like a breeze to such an extent the credits started rolling when I actually thought we were around 3/4 of the way through. Unlike most post-apocalypse movies, there is no opening montage or president's speech or cuts of different news reports. It just drops into day 89 of whenever they arrived. The premise is really interesting that because these creatures hunt by sound and are far more stronger than humans, the only real option is to remove sound altogether, a miserable existence. Even animals are being wiped out by these creepy crawlies. You begin asking yourself, what happens when a baby is born and starts crying? Can you even cough? When they take a shit, do they flush the toilet, etc.? Some questions which are answered by the film, with the characters having to massively adjust their way of living to cope with the fact that man is no longer the king of the world. The creatures themselves look cool, but the design was a little lazy. They had these tough exoskeletons and the weird ability to literally open up their heads. I have to say I would have found them a lot creepier if they were done for real. A man in a suit maybe with prosthetics touched up with CGI. They were done completely with CGI, and I know the effects crew had to do a redesign of the monsters in 2 months, so you do have to give them credit. But still, you often get the sense that the monsters aren't tangible, that they aren't really there. I didn't really find the film scary. It was tense but not scary. I wonder if this was because the film made itself a lot more conventional than it could have been by having a traditional score, and I would have been interested to see the film without music. Still though, A Quiet Place is a very decent creature feature. A terrible movie I guess to watch with an ill-disciplined cinema audience, since the silence is the key, but makes for a great evening watch at home with the family. I guess we could also see the movie as an allegory for our lives having too much noise. Phones, TVs, cars, planes, music, idle talking, arguing. Even on a grander scale, the entire planet seems like it's shouting at itself. In terms of liberals versus Republicans, gun control versus gun rights, anti-abortion versus right to live, countries bombing each other, politicians making big speeches in front of huge crowds. So much noise but very little meaning. People talking so much but saying so little. Everyone talking and no one listening. It's like these creatures have come and said, just shut the heck up. Shut up, be silent, and you will live with relative peace. I give the film a 7 out of 10.